Okay, it's Friday afternoon, getting ready to head down a trail to Little Bridges campsite. It's supposed to rain today, so I brought in a new Lightheart gear rain jacket. We're going to talk a little more about that at the campsite. And also something new, I brought me an umbrella. Thought I'd give it a try. So let me get hooked up and show it to you. Well, never had one of these umbrellas, but I'm gonna take it to see how it works out. It's supposed to rain today. The ground is all wet. It's just drizzling, but this is the Six Moons Design Silver Shadow. But there's many of them out there. Z-Packs makes them. They pretty much weigh the same, pretty much cost the same. It just happened to be in my wish list is the reason I've got it. No other reason. But I'm gonna check it out on the trail, see if I can live with an umbrella. Okay. Just finished the camp chores, putting the tent together. Now, this could be a game changer. This is the, like I say, this is the Silver Shadow from Six Moon Design. But on the way in, if you noticed, I had it over this shoulder, which the little side, you see how much room over here. But I noticed 95% of the trees next to the trail was on the left-hand side, which means I'm bumping into it all the way. So I was thinking about swapping it over to this side. But if I did that, going out, if I went out the same way I came in, I'd be bumping into the trees on that side. So now I don't know whether I should buy the little adapter so I can fix where I can swap it back and forth. But actually I like this umbrella. The only thing I don't think it's going to work for the Pine Mountain Trail, not for my hiking. Now, next year when I go to Cumberland Island, we're going to do like a 7-mile beach walk. Now, something like that, this hair would be indispensable, I would think. So that's all I'm going to say about the umbrella. I see people out in Wyoming, Colorado, where they got lots of open space. This could be real nice. I like it. But I don't think it's for the PMT. Now I've got this rain gear here. It's by a company called Lightheart Gear. Lightheart Gear. I think they're out of Arden, North Carolina, close to Asheville. But this is a rain jacket. But actually, I don't care how much you pay for your rain jacket. If you hiking in the rain, you're gonna get wet. That's it, and you're gonna be uncomfortable. But what I usually do, in this particular jacket, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. I usually do what they call a Superman cape. I'd put this, where's my hat here? I'd put this over my head, like this, and then catch the arms like this and tie it off like this. Sort of remind you of a Superman cape. Sometimes it can go over your backpack if you got a small backpack. But this way, this one here, it has an extended hood here. If you notice a little bit further out, people who wear glasses, that could be a nice little addition to them. But this is how I would hike in the summertime. Wintertime, that's a different deal. But I would hike like this because I'm going to be wet anyway from sweat. Now, let's talk just a few minutes about this rain jacket. Now, I got, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 different rain gear that I have. And the one that really worked for me was a $10 military poncho that I got from the Army Navy store. I got caught out in open space in the Smoky Mountains, and it wasn't just a rain, it was a downpour. And actually I'd had that with me by chance because I was using it as a tarp to eat under. But anyway, I was glad I had it. I put it on and it worked really well. And the wettest I got was when I got back to the trailhead, taking it off, getting in the truck. I got wet just that little bit, rather than walking in the rain. But that really did work for me, the military poncho. But anyway, back to this. Now, I didn't buy this. This was given to me by one of my subscribers. And I told him I'd give him credit, but he wants to stay anonymous. And I'm not sure why. He watches my channel. He recently retired from a professor. He retired from one of the colleges in North Carolina at 67. I think that's what his age is. But I guess he was watching me at 80, still out here doing this kind of thing. So maybe give him some inspiration to get out and start putting one foot in front of the other. In fact, that's the way it works. You put one foot in front of the other. Don't matter how fast you do it. You just move one foot to the other, in front of the other, and then move the other foot until you get to your destination. That's all it is. You're not trying to crush miles like these teenagers and these young 50-year-olds do. I'm not trying to do that. But anyway, so I went to Lightheart Gear and read a little bit about this rain jacket, and the first thing they say is this is not breathable. The fabric itself is waterproof. It's a silk nylon. It's impregnated with silicone, I think, on the inside and polyurethane on the outside. Could be reversed. Don't hold me to that. But anyway, the fabric itself is waterproof. The zipper is all YKK. It's got pit zips, and they tell you the pit zips, these are not waterproof. And what I liked was they straight up with it. I don't know, you know, a breathable rain jacket, that don't even make sense to me. What? Mike, what does a breathable rain jacket mean?
It's too hard for me.
Yeah, that's too complicated a science for me. But this is like the old-fashioned way. It reminds me of those old rubber raincoats we bought as children. They were heavy, but they didn't leak. They wasn't breathable either. But anyway, this is silk nylon, like I say. But if you notice, the stitching on this is done in such a way. I never seen nothing like this. It's done, I don't know if you can see, it's rolled and stitched some kind of way that makes it waterproof. They say if you're not comfortable with it, go ahead and you can seam seal it. But the way they talk, you don't need to do it. It's a weird way, but see, the stitching is just different from what you would normally see. Just different. But anyway, it's got a inside pocket. You've got inside pocket. You've got outside pocket. Hand warmers outside. Oh, yeah, they separate pockets. So you've got inside pocket, outside pocket on both sides. You got Velcro on the sleeves, and I guess that's all. I haven't worn it in the rain yet. I did wear it running from the house to the truck this morning. I did wear it, and as far as I can see, I was dry on the inside, and when I got to the office, the same thing. I just ran into the thing. But anyway, I don't care how much you pay for your rain gear. Like I said, there's two things that I know for sure. You're going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to get wet. So get used to it, my babies. And by the way, this is made in the USA. See right there? Now, I've been a fan of this Lightheart gear for a long time, and I actually never bought anything from them. But what had happened, years ago, I was looking when I had the freestanding, Big Agnes freestanding tents. My trekking poles were always leaning up on a tree or under the vestibule, and I'm thinking that was when these tents with trekking poles to set them up came out, and I was looking at the Lightheart gear So Long 6, and but I didn't want to spend that kind of money. It wasn't really a lot, but I didn't want to spend money just to see if I liked a tent that used trekking poles. So I never pulled a trigger on it. And about that time, I was watching Tom Walker from Following Walker's World. He was hawking these AliExpress. Never heard of them, but anyway, AliExpress Chinese company was selling the Lanshan 2-person tent. Anyway, at that time, I paid $75 for the tent, or $79 for the tent, and $25 shipping. It came to $104. And that's the tent back there. This is spring here now, the second or third day of spring here in Georgia. So I brought it out, and there it is, about 3-4 years old now, and it's still working. But I got that, and of course, once I got that trekking pole, yeah, I love them. I like it. The only thing is it's just, for me, I'm 6'1", and it's about an inch. It just could be a little longer. But I bought the Pro recently, the Lanshan 2 Pro, and that did away with the inside mesh, and just, you know, it's a hybrid of sorts. It does has mesh on the vestibules, but that gave me a little more length, so I'm happy with that, except I don't bring it out. It's supposed to rain tonight. I didn't bring it. Last week I brought it, no rain, but I call it a fair weather tent. But that's all I got to say about the rain gear. And wintertime hiking is a little bit different. You got to protect your puffy coat, so you need to have something that's going to keep it dry. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.